Born Schwab, my aunt and uncle. Today's date is February 11th, 1996. I'm here to talk to them and ask them questions. Oh, very good. Thank you. I'm here to talk to them about our family history, going back to Germany, as far as I can go. Uncle Manfred, you had something. Let me just ask you a basic question. Where were you born?
Wiesenbach.
What date?
January 29, 1910.
Oh. What was your father's name?
Aaron.
Aaron what?
Neuman.
How did he spell it?
A-R-O-N.
Uh-huh.
Neuman, N-E-U-M-A-N.
Not two N's?
No, Germany two N's. In America only one N.
And what was his wife's maiden name?
Meta Huttelfinger.
Was she born in Wiesenbach?
Michelbach.
Michelbach.
Lücke.
Okay. How many brothers and sisters do you have? One.
One sister.
Very
Don't look
good.
at me.
You gotta help me, son.
Be quiet.
When did you come to America? Do you remember the date?
1938, June the 30th.
Is that the date you left Germany or the date you got to America?
I left Germany
Which port?
and Belgium, Antwerpen.
Antwerp?
Huh?
Antwerp, Belgium?
Belgium, Antwerpen.
Yeah. What was the name of the boat?
Westernland.
When did it dock and where did it dock in the United States?
New York.
What day?
I don't know anymore.
What day did you say you left?
June the 30th.
June 30th. I'll find out. I'll figure it out when.
I got it in the basement.
Okay, we'll get it later. Who came with you on the boat?
A lot of boys and girls.
Any of your family?
No, nobody.
Why did you come by yourself?
I had nobody. I was not married.
How did you get?
I found a nice, lovely wife in Chicago, Evanston.
We'll talk about your wife in a minute.
No,
Why did you decide to come to America?
because Hitler made me go. Otherwise, I wouldn't be alive anymore.
Were you rounded up and taken to a concentration camp?
I had a lot of trouble over in the camp, but I was a salesman out there, and I had those Nazis behind me with guns.
What type of sales did you do?
Oh my gosh, it was a big company.
What did you sell?
Bedrooms, kitchen, everything, man stuff, ladies stuff.
Wholesale or retail?
The retail. I was even with feather beds.
Very good.
I worked for a nice company. That man passed away 1936, 37. It was bad for the company at that time then.
What do you remember as a child? How did your family celebrate Friday night and Saturday?
Friday night, the grandfather, when we came home after temple, we made Kiddush, when we ate a good soup, a good meal, then we went to bed.
Did he do benching?
Yeah, with a chicken.
Did you have a special meal on Friday night?
Oh yeah, we had good soup. Sometimes they have Gesetzten soup.
What's that?
This is like a baked soup.
A baked soup?
A real thick soup.
Oh, it cooked all day, so you didn't have to cook Saturdays?
No, they didn't cook Saturday. They brought it to the bakery. You had a bake oven and they baked it.
What? Did everybody in the family go to Friday night and Saturday morning Shabbat service?
Oh yeah, my grandfather was the cantor. And it was everything. He did everything.
The Hazen?
Hazen too. He could do everything. He was a man. Very few can do what he did.
How did he learn how to do it?
I never couldn't do
No,
it.
no. Where did he
This I
learn?
don't know. I only know the Rabbi Hertz from Schwäbisch Hall learned from him the mule. He was very famous as a mule.
Very good. And was that the synagogue? When we visited Michelbach, was that the synagogue?
Yeah, yeah. Used to be a synagogue and then it was fall apart. And Schwäbisch Hall built it up and made a museum out of it.
Do you remember going to a synagogue in Wiesenbach when you were young?
But they had very little, mostly like a temple, not much of a synagogue.
How far is Wiesenbach from
By
Michelbach?
car, I would say an hour.
Why did you leave Wiesenbach to go to Michelbach?
Because Wiesenbach had no Jewish, no boyfriends, and people all passed away, so it was...
Did your father, how old was your father when he passed away?
49 years.
Do you know why what he died of?
From the army, from the war.
He died in World War
He
I?
didn't die, he got sick, I imagine, after. He died at 49, and he got sick from the war, I imagine.
And when, what about your parents? What happened to, your parents' names? Aaron Neuman,
He was like your husband, he was a, what do you call it?
Cattle dealer?
Handler.
Beef or dairy cattle?
And we had a little farm. With quite a few acres land.
In Wiesenbach?
Yeah. We made hay, we had potatoes, and had grass, had everything.
Eggs and chicken.
Eggs and chicken.
Do you remember his parents?
Huh? No. Yeah. I remember his father passed away. I was about 5, 6 years old. Meyer Neuman.
And what about your mother's side? Your mother was Maida
Maida?
Gudenfinger?
No, I don't know too much. They had
That's her parents you
the
lived?
parents. They had about David Gudenfinger had 2 brothers. One David Gudenfinger, one Samuel, one Isaac.
Did you know them all?
Yeah, very well.
Did they have children?
Yeah.
They all lived in Michelbach?
He had in Michelbach, and one, he was what was he? Was not a brother, but he was related to him. He had very, very rich sons. Very rich. He came always with a chauffeur, with private cars, telephone in there and everything. They were very, very rich.
Where did they live?
They lived in Ulm. They had a metal company.
What was their last name?
Gundelfinger. They were very rich, those guys.
Do you know where the name Gundelfinger comes from?
Well, I don't know. Gundelfinger, this I don't know.
What's a Gundel?
Gundel, I don't know.
Is it a name of a town, maybe?
Gundel, this could be. Just you go too far, this I don't know.
You don't know. How was it when you came to America?
Oh, it was nice. I worked with, what was the next to me? Nephew? Or cousin?
Brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law. We worked in a cemetery. It was my first job.
In Chicago?
In Chicago, yeah. I worked there until it got cold, and then we quit. And then I worked for Goldenrad Ice Cream. That's a system like Walgreen,
Yeah.
wholesale. And then I worked for my Falpro for 35 years.
For Felpro?
Yes.
Who was the owner? Who was the...
Mecklenburger. Mr.
Mecklenburger.
Meck, they call him.
What was his first name?
Albert. Was a nice man, a gentleman.
Was he from Germany?
Huh? Yeah, I guess so. But I don't know what this I don't know.
Where was Felpro?
Huh?
What town was Felpro, the company you worked for? Where?
They used to start it out in downtown, small place. Then they moved on Carroll Avenue. It's on the west side. And then they bought 5, 6 buildings. They get bigger and bigger. When they moved to Skokie, then they started little by little, and they had about 3,000 employees today. And when I started
Today, now?
When I started there, I had about 60.
Wow.
See how I worked there?
Very good. You made the place.
I made half of that much.
What do they make at Felpro?
Don't you know what they make?
No.
They make gaskets for automobiles, for General Motors, for Chrysler, for all things, and for Sharpers too. They make their own felt, they make their own rubber, they make their own cork. Not when I started there, they bought it, and then little by little it made it themselves.
Do they make it in Skokie?
In school, they make like
Oh, really?
Like you made a soup or a cake, that they make rubber. Today
Okay.
they make it yet.
Okay. I'm going to ask some questions that Emily wants answered.
Yeah,
The
you
Emily
could.
Rose.
Yeah, Rhoda.
Okay, can I ask you some of them? And I hope Emily will enjoy this tape when her first question is, what was your life like growing up in Germany? Did you
Nice.
go to a regular school?
Yeah, I went, at the beginning I went to a regular school, and then there were no Jewish children there.
Mm-hmm.
Then Mittelbach was a well-established Jewish, what do you call it? Gemeinde.
Community.
Community, yeah. And we had little boyfriends there, and we went to private school there.
You went to a private Jewish school, or
Yeah, sure. There was
why?
Why? We had to go to school. I didn't have much schooling, but I had a school.
Wouldn't they let you go to regular school instead of Jewish school?
That you could go to Jewish school, you could go any school. But they figured they had to pay for it. And I learned more, but I learned less.
You learned less
And,
than...
now I had to do a lot of things there too.
Okay.
One time he sent me out.
She's
Oh,
talking.
yeah, right, you can
Tell
say.
me.
You can talk to me.
Huh?
Okay, what happened?
My
Teacher.
teacher sent me out. He bought some
Pigeon.
pigeon. A little, yeah, it's pigeon.
Uh-huh.
3 or 4, he gave me the money. I had to go with my bike and pick him up. But I was afraid. I looked in the sack once in a while, make sure they are still there. And after a while, I opened it a little further, whoop, and they flew away. Then I came home, looked at it. I guess it was no pigeon, it was chickens or some small chicken.
What was life like in the home and in the community? I mean, was it a good, easy living? Was it difficult? Was it different before Hitler? What was it like before Hitler?
You see, we had a nice, good life there.
No anti-Semitism?
Not much, no.
When did it start? When
Hitler
in 1933?
Something.
well, it didn't start right real bad after a while, but it wasn't. It was always tougher and tougher every year. I had to go. Well, we had steady customers. We
Mhm.
collect money, and we divided. The company was 100 years old. We know all those people. You know, me as brother and sisters, some of them.
Mm.
And after a while, the Nazis followed us with guns behind you. It was not so easy. You want to see who's buying over what customers.
Do you remember what year that was when it got bad?
38, 36, 37. Was no fun, believe me.
I believe it.
He came once in a store with guns, the Nazis, and said we killed a cow or something like that. Do you want to see where the cow is? Just go in. We didn't do it, but say yes, somebody reported you killed some animals in there. That's the way it started out.
That was the worst thing? Or did you get some things from your school age? What about in school? Was there a problem in school?
It wasn't just a Jewish school. I
Okay.
had no problem.
So it
But
kept going
3
on.
or 4 kids. Business-wise was getting tougher and tougher every year. Until I left there, 38.
What made you leave there in 38? What was the
I had no job anymore. What do you want me to do?
Okay.
See?
And who sponsored your coming to America?
Huh?
Who sponsored you to come to America?
Our, was it nephew?
Second cousin.
Second
or
cousin.
something.
Who was that?
Lester Neuman, he's dead now. He was a doctor. He was a rich guy too.
Where did he live?
In Washington.
Washington, D.C.?
Washington, D.C., yeah. He
Very
was
good.
a real doctor, a medical doctor.
But was he like a cousin or something?
To
Yeah,
your
see.
mother.
those days, all the doctors had to study in Germany, in Heidelberg, before they get their degree. What she helped me.
Very good.
And that doctor visited our mother quite often.
Uh-huh.
He was
Maybe first or second cousin to
Cousin.
you.
Ah,
something
very
like
good. That's good.
And there was another Neumann here, but he didn't want to send us the visa. So that doctor did several for
Very good.
more, for 2, 3 other
Very
relatives.
good.
He sent. This was not easy to send. You had to have something in the bank, or you got to be
Yeah.
established as a.
And
you
get an
in case
affidavit,
the people
yeah.
getting sick, you have
Yeah,
responsible.
support them, yeah.
Support them, yeah.
Do you have any other Neumann family alive that you know of in the United States right now? Or their children or grandchildren?
Neumann, no, that's no.
What about Gundelfinger?
No, they passed away, yeah, sure. The Max Gundelfinger, they're not alive anymore.
No children, no grandchildren?
No, he married like no nothing.
I got a letter from somebody named Gundel on the East Coast.
They called themselves, Gundelfinger called themselves short, Gunnar.
You know
short.
them on the East Coast? I think his name is either Hans Gundel or Walter Gundel. Do you know any of them?
Maybe.
In New Jersey. No?
No, but it could be.
Okay.
They had a lot of Gundelfinger in Mittelbach years ago, yes.
Is there any special memory you have of when you were young, things that you remember that were, good, bad? How did you have parties? Did you,
In my age, yeah, we had Christmas party or New Year's party, we all get drunk. We were about 16, 17, 18 years old. See, we were about 10, 15 guys where we were. When we were go out together. We had a good time. We went to Mannheim, we went to Heidelberg. See, Ladenburg is between Mannheim and Heidelberg. So this is a nice section there.
Very
Beautiful
good.
section. Oh, yeah.
What about after you came to America? How was life?
Nice.